Today we're gonna try some of Chicago's most iconic taco spots, then at the end of the video, tell you which ones that we like the most and why. And when I say we, I'm talking about this bloke. Chef Jonathan Zaragoza has been cooking birria since he was 12 years old and has worked at his family's restaurant, Birrieria Zaragoza, since it opened back in 2007. His spot does Jalisco-style roasted goat, aka birria, and has been a staple in the city for years. This Southside native has quite the resume, cooking at numerous high-end restaurants here in the city and beyond. Jonathan is known for taking his family's humble, delicious, home-style cuisine and elevating it through impressive and thoughtful food with his own unique twist. On any given month, chances are you're gonna see Jonathan doing a pop-up somewhere random in the city, the country, or even abroad. He also makes his own videos and is constantly featured all over the internet. In his free time, he even works with Pilot Light, a nonprofit that helps kids learn about food by mixing it into their regular school subjects, training teachers, and working with the community to further food education. Now, Jonathan grew up frequenting all of the spots on our list today. He's a well-known face here in the Chicago hospitality industry and just so happens to hail from a bloodline stemming from taco royalty. In other words, this man is more than fit enough to guide us through this taco pilgrimage. He's also one of the funniest dudes I've met in my adult life, which is always a plus.
Jonathan, get in here.
Oh, is it me? My bad.
Yeah.
Hi. Sorry. All right, I'll do it again.
Alright, so right now we are in a unassuming Chicago alley, but it's not that random because it's actually in the back of
Birrieria Zaragoza, my
which is
restaurant.
literally his restaurant. Let's check it out.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Good to be with you.
He's got me on the coke grind.
There's gotta be a better way to say that.
Oh wow.
You guys are in for a treat.
Oh,
Thanks,
man,
bud.
I appreciate it.
Jonathan, I thought you were vegan. No, I'm not vegan. All
Vegan
right.
goat boy. Impossible goat boy.
So this is a taco de cabeza. Like I said, it's all the head meat pulled, and then we marinate it in a red mole, and then it gets like a crispy sear on the outside. Yeah. We're gonna fix it. This is our hot sauce, chile de arbol chili, and I like it because it has all the spices of our recipe, but just in a bottle. Yeah. Gracias, Joe. All right. So this is the consommé. It's a tomato broth that we serve with it. Gracias, Joe. Oh yeah. Thank you.
That's
Yeah. So this is the fire roasted Roma tomato salsa.
that comes hot.
Yeah.
Ooh, right on there.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hell yeah.
There you go. That's
Great.
all you need.
Alright, little hot sauce and some limon.
Yeah. There's no wrong way to do it. You can put whatever you want on your tacos.
Yo, this has that crispiness, that like moisture and that fat still. Dude, just look at that.
So you can also do this guy.
A little bit.
Little dip. Try this with it after. Taco isn't a meal. It's a means to an end. In Mexico, it's a street culture. Well, street culture's tacos is para matar la hambre, which means to kill the hunger. You know, a taco is like the embodiment of a full meal and good ideas on a tortilla. That's it. That's the beauty of tacos, is like, it's an expression of everyone that's cooking them, and that is Mexican food. I think what happens a lot is we overanalyze, oh, who's cooking what, who gets to cook what kind of food. It's like, no, if you like draw the story backwards and see where tacos and Mexican food really stem from, it's very, very from necessity and creativity. And I'm learning that still when I go back to Mexico and talk to these people cooking these traditional recipes. It's like, dude, I just kind of made this up and it's stuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it tastes good, it's good. It translates through all languages, cultures, everything.
That's just Joe.
What do we got here, man?
Okay, so this is just our taco de birria. Let me ask him what cut we have. I'm gonna yell. Dan, ¿qué corte? Combinado, campechano. Gracias, Dan. Two different cuts. Espinazo, which is the loin that sits above the ribs. Really tender, not a lot of fat. But then he put some of the shank in there, which just has a lot of gelatin. And campechano means combined.
Building a taco with parts from the goat, almost like you'd be like using colors in a painting. There's a little bit of fat, a little bit of like leanness, a little bit of stringiness, tenderness. Like it's just kind of like you make up what.
In our application of cooking, we use whole animal, and I feel if you're gonna give a taco, it should be kind of a representation of what you're getting. Unless they specify, like, no, I want a taco de costilla, which is just rib, we'll put our little patsata. This is a fire roasted Roma tomato salsa.
How demonic that looks with a charred.
Yeah, my dad puts
so sick.
Yeah, the goat horns.
Oh my god, goat horns. I was gonna say raptor talons.
Yeah, that too. And then some of that hot sauce. The goat's roasted in lard, so it gets like that crispy texture right there. I never get tired of this.
What's up, dude? Good to see you again. Good to see both of you guys again. How's everything? Everything good?
I like your glasses, by the way. I'm wearing a.
Are you gonna go to
Whoa! Look how wide that is, dude.
So yeah, obviously like the TikTok trend popped off. Quesadilla tacos like out west. So we had these on our menu since we opened. Just not with like the mole on them. It started, my uncle was like, hey, I was in here for lunch. He's like, hey, I want something quick, but I still want birria, and we made him a birria quesadilla like in 07. You know, out west they started doing them like dipped and then so this is the vibe. But it's cool because it's bringing in the new generation of diners. So you see like the OGs like behind us here, like eating their bowls the way they're supposed to be eaten. But you can tell like the new TikTokers and Gen Zers are eating it this way. It's still good. It's still the same thing. It's just done differently, right?
Right. I'm sitting over here eating all of my tacos every single time. He's taking 1 or 2 bites. I'm like, why isn't he finishing? Then I realized we have 6 more places to go to. All right, we are sufficiently goated up, so on to the next spot.
Let's do it. My grandma had all this stuff. Pink zone. With more whitening power.
Hell yeah.
This is grandma.
As opposed to the white or the blue zone.
It has to be the pink.
All right.
Yeah.
Grandma knows best.
¿Para qué o para llevar?
Va a ser para llevar.
A ver, dígame.
Van a ser 4 en total.
¿De qué los quiere?
2 de asada, 2 de lengua,
¿Quiere cilantro y cebolla en sus tacos?
con todo.
No va a ser sin nivel.
Sí, gracias. Muy amable.
They're still warm.
No way.
I swear to God. We're going there later.
Muy amable. Te cuidas.
Gracias. What do we got?
We got a sack. 2 asada and 2 lengua.
Beef and beef tongue.
Yeah, so we gotta get like one of those napkin disposers, or like the thing where you can pull them out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I need like a buffet situation back here is what I need.
Yeah. So on taco de lengua, I like salsa verde.
Drizzle me timbers.
Drizzle me timbers. Right?
Oh, thank you, man.
That's good.
Very sweet. Salsa verde verde with a lengua.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like, I feel like lengua's so rich.
Yeah.
You know?
Foils the move. Look at me rooking out over here. Zero class.
So you can see in there, very rustic, right?
Yeah.
That's the back part of the tongue that's connected to like the main muscle there.
Okay.
But
Deep tongue.
you know what it is. But the move is a true taquero move. They dip the tortilla in lard onto the plancha, flip it a couple times so that the fat like sticks into the tortilla, and I just feel like that makes for a better taco.
Oh, yeah.
Because nothing's worse than a dry tortilla in a taco.
No way.
Just to punch me in the face at that point, which I'm sure a lot of people want to, but
We can arrange that, mate.
not over seasoned. It almost tastes a vapor, which is steamed, but you never know. People have different moves.
I hate when like people say like, oh, it's chickeny for chicken. It is extremely beefy. It's that lingua ironiness to it, and it's con todo, so it's got the cilantro and onions, right?
El canal se llama Adam Witt. Adam Witt. Oye, los tacos de lengua de aquí son a vapor. A vapor, ¿verdad? Ahí está. So yeah, they're steamed. I just asked.
Okay.
The cook just came out. Yeah. That's why you do this.
Yeah.
You know, this is like the rhythm of a taquero.
Yeah.
Is the rhythm that you have talking with other people at a taco stand. Has a lot to be said. That's why people like going to a taquero, because you right away you could be walking home from work day and you go, you know what? I'm gonna stop at my local taquero. Dame 2 con todo, 2 tacos with everything, and you're already talking to him. You see somebody else, you start talking about how good the food is. Vibes start going, and this is exactly the Mexican like ambiente or ritmo. Yeah.
And it makes eating more fun.
It does,
I'm always
yeah.
down for that. What's next?
Carne asada.
Carne asada.
Yeah.
So straight up, very popular taco. This looks a little more like shreddy than I'm used to.
Yeah. Well, the thing about carne asada is it just means grilled meat.
Oh, okay.
You know,
it could be any shape.
It could be any shape.
Got
Depending
it.
on where you go, like in the north,
Yeah.
you know, carne asada taco's king. But if you go to different parts of like Sonora, Sinaloa, Baja Norte. They're working different cuts of meat. It's whatever, you know, we talk about how necessities a lot about Mexican food is like what's at hand, a la mano. This is what we're talking about. So this could be skirt steak, it could be, you know, coulette or picanha. Yeah, it could be a lot of different things, man.
You know what? We haven't done this all day.
We're not cheersing.
Oh, yes, we are.
No,
brother.
we're not.
Get in here. Get in here.
All right, we did it. Get out of here.
Different tacos. Completely different.
Yeah.
Both beef. I think I'm going lengua.
Yeah.
I think I'm liking the lengua. I like that like moisture and that softness. You know what I mean?
Stick to your teeth.
Right.
Gelatinous. Yeah.
That sauce is really good though.
Good salsa should have spice. I hate it when people come up to me at events and are like, is the salsa spicy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, it is. It's supposed to be spicy. It's salsa. And that's what a taco is, you know? It's buena salsa, good meat, and a tortilla. And even if you're using packaged tortillas, there's a way to finagle that kind of delicious, you know, dipping in the lard in a packaged tortilla. That's the move. If it's a handmade one like we just had at my shop,
It's almost like you don't need it.
you don't need it. You don't need it.
Look at that glisten, baby. You got the green, the red. It's like Christmas morning.
What are the Mexicans like? Red, white, pink? I don't know, I'm just saying. I don't know.
I thought you were an ally, dude.
You're my ally. What's wrong with you?
On to the next one?
Yeah, let's do it. This spot is known for carnitas. So carnitas is from Michoacan. They're from Uruapan, Michoacan. Uruapan has a lot of fame for making carnitas, and theirs honestly is some of the best in Chicago.
Dude, let's go.
I think his dad got here like when my grandpa got here, like in the late 60s, early 70s to Chicago. And like I said, did what he knew how to do, which is make badass carnitas. So the beauty of carnitas is the whole animal preparation. So kind of like our goat. And why you order it this way is the best. So, okay. ¿Son muestras?
Sí.
¿De qué es, perdón?
Gracias.
Van a ser 4 en total. 2 y 2. It's like you talked about that lengua texture that we like. 6 to your teeth. That's what it is.
It looks sticky too.
Uh-huh. You can see the napkins sticking to the carnitas. Look.
Wow. So what do we got? Like, what are these two things?
Okay. This is maciza.
Yeah.
Maciza's bigger cuts, hams, shoulders. This is the costilla. For me, I think a rib in a taco is so good. And that's the beauty of the Carnitas Uruapan is like the integrity of the animal is respected. And you can just see it and they present it. They take so much pride in their work. It's incredible. And you can see them plating it here. That's just straight rib. And they don't skip on their portions.
Dude, look at that thing.
We talk about Mexican food as waste not, want not. So with the excess lard that they have, they'll fry these tacos in there. And then they'll take them out. And so that's perfecto, gracias, eh?
They don't waste the lard.
Ah, para mí. Oh, gracias. Aww. So I'm gonna break this up for us.
This is the pork brain, right?
Pork brain. So they
Whoa.
smell that.
Dude, it smells like oniony.
Smells oniony,
Yeah.
right?
Smash brains together.
All the excess manteca, they'll fry these in there.
Oh, okay.
Fold it over, you know, make their little filling. And it's not much. It's like an embarrada, we call it, a smearing of this brain.
So it's basically almost like a tortilla chip with brain inside.
Yeah,
Dude.
like a little dumpling vibe.
Oh yeah.
Creamy.
Totally. It really reminds me of like almost like a chopped liver. Like
Yeah.
that awful kind of taste.
It
the
gives me
OFFAO.
sweetbreads a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that. Look,
Yeah.
the texture, yes.
All right.
It's like, I didn't know brains were irony. The more you know.
I can't have carnitas without this, by the way. Chiles en vinagre, jalapenos, carrot, onion. The move is you bite, and all the vinegar that drips out, you put it on taco.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh,
That's it.
baby.
You got one.
A little bit of lime action.
And then assist there.
Assist.
There you go.
Assist.
Assist. Thanks.
Pico de gallo.
Pico. Are you ready?
I've never been more ready in my life. It's just like honest. You know?
The pork is exceptionally cooked. This is off the rib. Look at that sear. So cuero, it means hide. Literally means hide. This is just the skin. They score it and they cook it. And the buche is the stomach. Kind of like tripas, but it's the actual stomach. But the texture on this and the flavor is a little more intense and higher.
It's stuck to my lip.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Like, kill me.
Shot glass of that. 1 shot per taco.
People that are afraid of this texture are eating boneless chicken wings.
Yeah, with brown rice and broccoli, that's not even that bad, dude.
What are the macros on this, bro? I'm telling you, man, like the textural contrast on this, man. Like if you know to order this, you know to order this. Like,
100%.
runs
And
out.
now, you know to order this.
Buche is the stomach, cuero is the sticky part. Lard and pork. There's pork cooked in its own fat. It's just a celebration of the different textures that's in one animal.
Just like how you guys do with goat.
It's pretty much the same, and it's funny because we are bordering Michoacan. Our town's bordering Michoacan, which is the influence of the roasting in lard. That's what makes our birria so different.
Ah, wow, interesting. So that's where this comes from.
Yeah, nobody really roasts in lard.
What's next?
We are going to Chaparrita, right? Yeah.
Sounds right. You ready?
Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Hola. Buenas. ¿Cómo te tratan? Dos de cada uno. Dame dos de campechano, dos tripa bien doradita. Tacos de canasta, échame surtiditos. 6, ajá, te los llevo. Ya estás, gracias, muy amable. Tienes su Angelina.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So what do we got here?
This is tepache. So this is a fermented pineapple drink that they make in house. We talk about counterpoint with tacos, right? The Coca-Cola against the spices is gonna like clean up your palate after. But tepache is fermented pineapple. Sometimes they would do piloncillo. She does orange and she does tamarind. Yeah. Yeah, but Cesar is the taquero back there. Super big fan of his. Yeah, he has different cuts. You could see back there he has his cauldron or his caso, or they call it different things. It's just a vat of like lard or fat, and then you put different cuts of meat on there. He has tripas here, suadero, which is a beef navel, and then when they mix that with longaniza, they call it taco campechano. We talked about that at the birreria. It's a mix of cuts. Could pertain to seafood, pork, beef, doesn't matter. If it's a campechano, that means there's two things present.
Okay.
Oh, gracias. Ooh. Dude, those smell insane.
Taco de tripa,
Yeah.
campechano. Their salsas are coated. They're so good. Chaparrita is a Mexico City or the DF style taqueria. So a lot of the street vendors in Mexico do what's called like salsas falsas or waka salsa. For example, this looks like it has avocado on it, and it doesn't.
Okay.
This is emulsified with oil. Actually, don't quote me on that. They might have avocado in theirs, but for the most part, in Mexico City, they'll have these oil emulsified salsas.
False salsas, but they're like, is that what salsas falsas?
It looks like the illusion of avocado. Cheaper to make, but not less delicious. Also, these are the perfect size. Like a taco should be 3 bites, in my opinion. First, second, kiss goodbye. Look at this.
Oh, you can just feel the crispiness. Oh my god, it's like making sounds, dude. Is the mic picking that up?
A good taquero, like he takes pride in his work, and it shows. And you see his disposition back there. I think the common theme that we're doing is like the people that we meet at these taquerias. The food says a lot more about them than it does about anything else.
What do you even call that? Is that like chiffonaded?
The cut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This dude gets it. It's the cut on the cilantro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yes.
All right, so what do we got here, man? These are the famous, right?
So these are, it's like a sleeper taco for me. Tacos de canasta.
Tacos
So
de
basically the move is, they're kind of steamed, but like with lard. So what they'll do is they'll make the tacos made with like guisados or fried beans or papa. Remember at Carnitas Uruapan, all the different tacos up above?
Yeah.
Similar to that, but these are folded and then they get doused with lard that's like ripping hot. And then they close the bag with like lined with newspapers and they steam in there. So you can see how tender it is.
Yeah.
Usually they're pedaling a bike.
Yeah.
And in the back is a basket, and they'll yell tacos de canasta kind of thing.
Okay. It's like a savory ice cream truck.
Yeah,
With a bike in a basket.
way better.
Yeah, honestly.
Better for you too.
Yeah. Dude, if I saw somebody carrying a basket of these around, I'd buy them out.
100%.
Buy them out. I'm shook. I'm taco shook. A little bit of this to wash it down. All right, day 2. We're coming in hot with the classic. Where are we going?
We're going to El Milagro.
Woo!
Van a ser 2 de bistec y luego va a ser 2 del guisado de res. Hey, una agua de Jamaica. Gracias. Dude.
Dude, you're the sauce god. I'm the sauce
You
prince.
see that? But you see how this is like they
Yeah.
do the beans and the rice in it.
Oh wow,
And
yeah.
lettuce on top.
And I like how the steak, it's like big, it's flat.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not chopped.
No.
This is why I love this taco. Is because a carne asada taco, in my opinion, because I love them so much, they should be a whole cut of meat to show the people. It's not like, it's not sitting in a bane.
Yeah.
It's not like just steaming. It's like you saw them grilling it. It's fresh off the grill, which counts for a lot. The legend has it is that the word bistec comes from English,
Yeah.
beef steak,
So
and they couldn't pronounce it kind of thing, and then it became what we call it.
Wow, the beans and the rice are nice on that. You can also taste the grill on it, much more so than maybe if you were to chop it up.
There's nothing to be mad at here.
No.
It's all about the freshness of the grill. Because if this sits too long, you talk about like a taco should be eaten hot right away. It's a different taco.
Right, and it might be cold. Might be harder to eat when it's cold too.
For sure.
The rice and beans is a play.
Here's the other thing. As you see who's eating there, it's like the working type, manual labor.
The beans and the rice too, the carbs to like keep you going throughout the day. See how the truck's pulled up to the spot.
Yeah, you
Plus,
see the garbage truck. You see the
yeah,
delivery
yeah,
truck,
yeah.
city worker truck. You need something that's going to sustain you through the day.
Calories.
This is 100% it. All right. Taco de guisado de bistec or de res. So it's just beef.
But it's stewy.
It's stewy. It's a meal in a tortilla. That's the thing about El Milagro is all these things, same thing, rice, beans, guisado. It's a meat, it's a sauce, and it's in a tortilla. That's a guisado.
I think this might have to be one of those moments, Jonathan,
Where we
where we
share.
really get to know each other.
Yeah, do it.
All right. So we're gonna Lady in the Tramp this.
No, you
No,
eat
yeah,
it
we are.
and I'll take a bite.
No, Jonathan, no.
I'm not taking a bite with you.
Come on,
You
man.
do it. Yeah. No, I'm not doing that. You're doing it.
That's so that
Do
you're
it.
not gonna do that with
Do
me.
it. I can't
that's-
be.
Okay.
I can't be doing it double.
Is anyone seeing this?
Yeah. Nothing to be mad at.
No. Yeah, it's a tough one, man. That's why they
Tough-
give you the tray.
Tough eat.
Oh wow, that's really tangy at the end. There's something about that.
I'm gonna take
That's what you get for not Lady in the Tramping with me.
the
If I had to
steak.
choose one from this spot, it's got to be the bistec.
100%.
But I mean, the guisado's nice too. But also, we got to talk about it. The reason I wanted to come here is because would it be safe to say that this is the tortilla of Chicago?
Yeah.
Probably.
El Milagro. I mean, growing up, they were always in the house. Always in the house.
I literally have some in my house right now. I was
Yeah.
telling you earlier.
No, they're good. They're good, solid tortillas. Like,
Yeah.
if you get them hot, it's like a hot tortilla is a good tortilla in my opinion. Like people will be like, oh, it's not handmade and stuff. It's like, dude, you realize like not everyone has the luxury to make their own tortillas every day,
Right.
whether it be because of they're working or they're trying to raise a family kind of thing. El Milagro, I think they really kind of embody like the working class person's tortilla. We grew up with them. My parents used them, so.
And they make them everywhere. And like we literally at the grocery store, Supermercado, I picked up a package and it wasn't just warm, it was hot. So it's like they're fresh. And if we're lucky to live in a place where you can get really good, fresh, homemade store-bought tortillas. Homemade store-bought, but they are though. Plus, I mean, dude, we gotta talk about this guy here. Look, one time for the Jamaica, this is probably my favorite.
Agua fresca.
Agua fresca?
Only
Yeah.
children drink horchata.
Really?
It's a glass of milk with cinnamon in it. The adults know what the real goat is, and that's Jamaica and Tamarindo. Grow up, children.
Tartness, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that. You can call me a man-child because
You love horchata? You look like a milk drinker, though.
El Milagro consumed. We ready for the next one?
Let's do it.
Cool.
Let's go.
So how would you compare Chicago tacos to those from other large American cities like LA, San Diego, Austin, Phoenix, that sort of thing?
I think what separates Chicago from everyone else, I feel like who moved here back in the day, like when my grandparents came over, really dictates the scene. So we're from Jalisco, there's a lot of representation from that state. Michoacan's another state that's big here. Aguascalientes, those were the first three like big states to come over. So I felt like that really set the tone for what kind of tacos were being made out here. So if you look at like Carnitas Uruapan, super from Michoacan. You know, it's like very, very, carnitas are that state. And then we went to my shop, that's Jalisco, goat, birria, not really coastal. Now you're seeing other groups coming through. You have Oaxacan restaurants, you have Poblano restaurants from Puebla. We went to La Chaparrita, which is Mexico City style tacos. And arguably, you don't miss a beat from being out in Mexico and eating their tacos because they're incredible. Also, if you really want to get into it, like, there's definitely like a working class vibe in Chicago, inherently tied to the food and the style of cooking of which we do. You know, you see a lot of beef present, a lot of land animals present. That's just because we're in the Midwest. So I feel like all these things kind of tie in and they dictate the style of food that we serve here.
I feel like for what you were saying about your birria, it's something that like tastes great year round, but it can specifically slap on a very cold day.
It hits different in the winter.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you have these like kind of hearty, warming flavors and ingredients, and that just kind of like makes sense in this climate. So that's interesting too with the whole landlocked situation.
For sure. Tres tacos al pastor con todo, por favor. These are the tacos al pastor of my like childhood. My mouth's watering. They're like my favorite
Dude,
ones.
your mouth's a waterfall today.
I'm just like I'm squirting from the mouth, dude. These are for me super nostalgic, but I feel like they're some of the best in the city. They've been there for me many a late night.
This place, what are they open till like 2, 3, right? I heard this is the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're half in the bag, almost all the way gone, come here. A couple of tacos, bed, good night. And you can see like what I like about it. You could see every al pastor taco is different. I like the fact that they don't shy away from like the adobada. So you can see the guajillo chili flakes in there. Again, my mouth's fucking ready.
Hold it together.
I know, but it's like I like the cut on it. It's a little thicker.
It's
thick.
It's chunky, yeah.
Yeah, but it's nice. It's like
Yeah.
it's in your face. It's intense.
It almost gives me like chicken thigh energy.
Yeah.
Look at that jiggle factor.
It hasn't changed in like 20 years.
Lots of chilies, like you said, and very gelatinous. Like
Super.
more so than I would expect from a crispy sort of al pastor, like traditionally.
And what I like about theirs is they let it cook a lot on the trompo. So when you slice it, you get like the rendering of the fat. You get that texture in there. Versus like other trompos, they'll slice them when they're kind of half done and then finish them on the plancha. These you can ask for the ones coming right off and they'll give it to you.
This is a beautiful taco.
It's a great taco, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I grew up on these. Used to go to the one on 26th Street.
Yeah, that's the OG location.
That's where I
right?
used to go, yeah.
Yeah. Gotta try. Oh, dude, I just got like a chicharron vibe in there. A lot of flavors going on here. The equivalent of sushi ginger for tacos. I think I'm gonna have to kill this entire thing.
You have to. Hola.
Hi, ¿cómo
¿Cómo
estás?
estás? ¿Cómo has estado?
Bien,
Gusto
gracias.
verla.
I'm Maria.
She's the cook.
I'm the cook, I'm the cashier, and everything. Well, we are the whole family. We're a family business. ¿Sí la quieres apoyar?
Perfecto. So Rubi's, what I love about them is they make like mom food. So tacos de guisado are really like home cooking, and on top of it, they do it on a handmade corn tortilla. So I asked for the two that are very, very quintessentially like their style. So this is a chicharrón in salsa verde. You see the pork skin stewed in a green salsa. I love a mole taco, and with these pickles too, it's gonna go really nicely. So I would just start with these, and I think this is like a very, very quintessential home taco.
That's really good mole. It's pungent.
Yeah.
In a good way.
That's all I ever want. It's so simple, but it's so f***ing good. I'm jealous of your next bite because I can see it's gonna still have a little texture from the fry. I can see it right away.
Oh my god. Dude, I love chicharron.
It seems counterintuitive to take something, braise it, dehydrate it, fry it, and then stew it again. But you see the difference of
You're creating
texture.
a sponge.
Literally.
You're creating like the best sponge
Yeah.
ever.
I like that they don't shy away from the spices used.
No, not at all.
It's floral. The thing about what moles are is like there's so many spices in there, and every family does their own version of it.
Yeah.
There's no really wrong answer unless you're getting it out of the can. And that's the wrong answer. You know, they started in the Maxwell Street Market back in the 90s.
Legendary spot.
Legendary. Legends of the market. So they're the OG. Even though they just got their brick and mortar, they've been in the food scene for a long time here.
Tenemos tacos y quesadillas con flor de calabaza, huitlacoche, nopales, hongos al pastor, lengua, chile verde, mole rojo, regas con queso, chicharrón, estofado de res, chile de árbol, chile con huevo, salsa de cacahuate, chile con longaniza y huevos con chorizo. Tururú, viva México.
All right, so we just hit up, I don't even know how many spots, a lot. And we have a lot to think about, so back to the vehicle.
Let's do it.
All right, man. Want to rub a little bit?
We've been rubbing the whole time in the car. It's weird.
It was not weird. He doesn't want a lady in the trammy. He doesn't want to rub up. What's going on? So we gotta choose our favorite taco. Couple things we wanna talk about though. First off, obviously we couldn't hit every single taco spot in Chicago. There's over 100. So we chose what we thought was a comprehensive list of the taco spots doing a really good job that are all kind of unique and, you know, are worth your time. That's not to say the other ones aren't worth your time, but
Yeah.
help me out here.
No, I mean, it's a physical impossibility to eat that many tacos. We had to split it up over 2 days.
Biologically, it's impossible.
It's impossible. It'd have to be like a month-long thing that we'd have to do, so.
Maybe we do that. I don't know. Comment below. What do you think? Should we do it? I don't know.
Yeah, what do you want to see?
Favorite tacos. This one's an interesting one because I think there's a lot that kind of rides on this and it changes so often. You want different tacos during different times of the year, different times of the day, depending on what mood you're in.
Facts. If I had to pick 2 favorites.
We're doing 2.
2.
Okay, fine.
For me, it's the tripa, crispy tripa taco from Chaparrita, and then my classic is the Atotonilco al pastor. Because they kind of both have the same similar texture. I like that crunchy and the fatty into like, you know, meaty.
I hate that you went first, and I'm not gonna do the same ones as you because I'm just I can't.
Don't be
do
the guy that's like, oh, I can't order
No.
that. I wanted to order that too. Dude, say it. But if it's the al pastor taco the same as mine, then we're not friends anymore.
Oh my god, this is so tough, man. The skin and stomach taco from Carnitas Uruapan was very memorable for me because it had a lot of textural variation. The skin was so gelatinous and like with that pico de gallo on top.
Yeah. Good counterpoint.
So since we're doing 2, since you're doing 2, you open a new can of worms. Head taco, baby.
No way. Hey.
And I'm not just saying that to tickle your balloons, even though I will tickle your balloons if
Tickle
you
away,
want.
man. Good luck finding them.
It's this pod of like unctuousness surrounded by this lacy, crispy top. You have some of the lime juice on there, some of that really good hot sauce that we made, con todo, onion, cilantro, and dude, I don't know. I really dig it. So
Yeah, man.
But like
I'm
we said-
proud of you though. You tried tripa and you liked it.
Oh, dude.
And I think that he was like in a taco kind of like mist. Like he was just like, ugh.
I was,
all that
man,
fat
that-
got to your head.
Dude,
And then he didn't realize he was eating it.
what was that again?
Tripe. Intestine. Tripa, the first one? I remember you saying it in one of your videos too. I was like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't like tripe. I was like, maybe subconsciously I was trying to change your mind on it, and I think we did. And here's the other thing that can't be overlooked is the type of hospitality we got, and
Oh, dude, yeah.
most of those spots was so warm, so inviting, and it's that quintessential Mexican hospitality and warmth that I crave when I go out.
All right, man. You want to tell the people where you're at, where they could find you?
Obviously, Birrieria Zaragoza, family restaurant, working on some new projects, looking for spaces in Chicago to open up a full-service restaurant. Also coming out in a couple weeks, it'll be published. I'm working on a children's book, so look out for that. It's called Wednesday, after my old pup. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got going on.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like, sub to the Chansky if you're new to the Chansky. Easiest way to support us over on the Patreon. The grocery fund helps this whole thing run, baby boy or girl. Discord, come say what up, come type in the group. We're chilling, we're chatting, we'll talk tacos, we'll talk life, we'll talk about...
Tacos are life.
I think with that, we say goodbye.
Good hangs, buddy.
Dude, that's fun.
Yeah.